think he puts in work, and actually on Nuke, Nuke was one of the maps that he was best at.
Yeah, 100%. That's one of his key pieces, I think, is some of those, you know, high pressure moments with the op inside of the A site. That's where I think of when I think of foozy in general. But you are right. Some of that shine, that initial glow, slowed. And Navi to the T side. Their map pick, and it begins. We get the jump over towards Mini. We're gonna throw utility down to the ground.
We're gonna restart the Nuke streak now.
Okay, today's the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it going. Flashes over top for boomich to make contact, and that's just smoke damage. Foozy's gonna play it patient. Here's this run up. We've got a player over towards the secret stairs who falls back. Foozy, oh, just barely here. Boomich still alive. Could create a bit of a problem. He's gonna get teammates to come help him out, right? Let Perfecto then take the next fight. And that's just a great way to keep Boomich alive, even if it's only 3 health.
Yeah, very nice scramble from Perfecto. Saving Boomich by a hair. But this means the numbers are on their side. Doolies inside a hut. Yeah. Somebody call Moses.
Still 6 pistols here for Ninjas in Pajamas. Now it's Plopsky down to minimum HP, but we do have this weird kernel defense for the Ninjas inside of hut, so I feel like Navi aren't all too confident just yet to burst down onto this A site, see if they can take other players down first, which they will. Esatag killed. Down is Rez, and Simple's giving chase. And when Simple chases you, it's only a matter of time. 5 guys alive for Navi in this pistol. Very meticulous.
Yeah, man.
Piece by piece, they did it all.
Yeah, they really kept it together, and they won the pressure battle. Like, there was so much going on in that spot, and at any one of those moments, the CTs could have just opened the floodgates, got kill after kill, and then position would have got more and more simple. But Navi, even though they got gushed, even though there was this push into lobby that they weren't exactly ready for at first, they were really, really comfortable and composed the whole time. Made sure to keep their wits about them, you know, face forward, wait for the peaks, but when they didn't come, started to approach themselves. Stayed well coordinated there. It's a real comfortable spot. 4 Galeals here for Navi. One thing that's been really cool is watching how electronics role outside has developed over the last year and seeing how he's become more dynamic. Oh.
Quick flash.
Yeah.
Rez kind of oversteps it. He was hoping he'd get something off of the flashbang and only missed it by mere feet. Tries to force the issue because still, you're fighting off at the back foot. You got to make your moves. But it doesn't work there. But back to electronic outside.
Yeah, back in the day, well, okay, 2020, and even before that, basically his role was like, get the secret and then sit in secret. And then either flank Mini or join with a ramp hit or something to go downstairs. And that's pretty much all he did. But he's developing us so much more than that in 2021. And he's now got a variety of lurks that he partakes in. He has a number of tempos that he'll approach around with. And they use him a lot more dynamically. And it's worked really well for Navi's T sides. Overall, they still have plenty of games where they struggle more on T side and then they just bring back versus any lead on the CT side. But honestly, I think there's still even more to show from their T side overall. And they, of course, are still the most stacked roster player for player that we have. So still room somehow for Navi's nuke to grow, even though they were on that kind of 20-win win streak.
Growth. A concept that I think the Ninjas in Pajamas, just in general, are trying to piece together with this lineup. I'm sure coming into the year, knowing that Device wasn't going to be a part of your starting 5 had to be a tough pill to swallow. But that's why they have the Academy team. The organization has been pretty clear about that. They were able to lean back, and leaning forward as the Ninjas in Pajamas, they've gotten 2 kills on this round. The bomb's been planted in the meantime, but still, way more. 3 now. Man advantage, in fact. All of these coming off of Rez. I'm double checking. That's unarmored USP, and Rez has the 3K,
maybe
goes and grabs the Galil.
Yeah, they could maybe come forward. I mean, time's not on their side right now, but they're thinking about it.
Yeah, why not, right? Very little to lose in this situation, but then sure enough, the little is lost. Navi will get there, but beautiful mini pop-off here for Rez.
You wouldn't be a good ninja if you weren't good with USP.
Nah, it's right, sure, yeah.
You ever play that?
Very on brand.
Have you ever played that?
Played what?
USP Ninjas?
No.
It's like, it's a map, but you can't hear footsteps. So it'd be like an apartment building where you get USPs and you can't hear footsteps. So everything's silent, basically.
That's fun.
Yeah, run around and frag your friends.
I feel like I missed a golden time in Counter-Strike when the server browser was really the bread and butter.
That was very populated.
But, you know, I was playing Halo, so that's that. Here we are. Gun rounds begin. And that little caveat on that last round, I feel like, just it raises a question for me, because Rez to me is one of those guys who, like, if he starts the day strong, it could be one of those spectacular Rez showings. And 3 USP kills is a good start. Hampus towards Secret also gonna find success here for the Ninjas. First gun round and man advantage already. Op shot missed by foozy, and you better not miss if you come for the king. Simple.
That might have been a bit of a mind game. You know, Simple could have crossed off of that, right? So Foozy re-peeks, probably to punish him, you know, jumping into Secret. Instead, he steps back and then comes into the exact same position. No way Foozy's pre-aiming the same spot he just aimed at. I want to believe that Simple expected that, and he was holding for the Secret, or for the re-peek from heaven as well.
Nice boost here, though. Esatag just threw Plopsky up into the rafters from Hut, so they can at least regain some of it. And then Rez decides to go peeking outside, making sure Simple hasn't gotten off to his own affairs. Double back inside lobby here for Navi. Boomage taking damage as well, so...
Squeaky is a real problem. Oh, Rez is going to be heard now.
Oh, yeah, he's making a move. Hyper-aggressive.
Wow, what a
Simple
shot.
has just been waiting in the shrubberies of outside. Perfecto loses his teammate next to him. Esatag tries to activate, sprays nicely into the face of Perfecto, and now it's just the mini players that needed to be cleared. The double assist from Rez comes back to help Nip as they find their first round win.
Yeah, we know all about Rez. Super inconsistent, super high peaks. The weird part about Rez is he seems to be able to peak for, like, you know, months on end, and also slump for months on end. Period of time, like right during the major, which I feel like wasn't a symptom of nerves. I can't really reason that it could be a symptom of nerves, because we have, you know, hard tournaments that he's been really good at, like, all the way through, including that, you know, a long time ago MVP at IEM Lokeland with the old Nip. But for whatever reason, you know, for that major and just after, he had so much trouble. But okay, Hampus finds an opening duel versus this force buy. He's looking for more men. Hampus is carrying on. He was top in the group, top 3, alongside zywoo and ropz for top performers after the group stage just a few days ago.
Yeah, it's a couple good names to be alongside.
Yeah.
Sets him up nicely. Turns Navi back outdoors. Perfecto falls away.
That was a pretty great round, though, for losing their opper right off the bat. Losing outside control, letting Navi get a lot of space.
Yeah. I thought maybe Rez was being caught by Simple in the crack of blue. That could have been the chance for it to go back the other direction, but they still had the issue of getting indoors. You know, I think if anything, it was that boost I called from Hut to get Plopsky up to heaven. We see him finish off the round from there. But alas, this is a different round, and even with Hampus's best efforts, it's going to take the other Ninjas to finish the job. Foozy will shave one off as Navi go all in down towards the B site. Slow rotation. It's going to give a bit of time here for the offense to find their post.
Yeah, we can already see some protocols in place and approaching this control room. You see the door swing open. He doesn't jump through the window. Tries to bait some attention there, so they look like they've got some protocols going on. Can Bid and Perfecto put this together? Lots of utility left over for NIP.
Double flashbangs for Navi. That'll be Bit's hands busy. Goes for the re-peek. First one out the window. Curious to see if the Dark player commits to any kind of play. And now that Foozy's been found out, Bit's going to use his flash to try and help himself. Sure enough, Perfecto will hold the line and picks up a flash from the fallen body. But Foozy connects the shots. Down to the wire, though.
Oh, my God.
He's got it just by the skin of his teeth.
My gosh.
That's Foozy, all 3 kills in the 3v2.
Yeah, amazing from Foozy.
3v3.
And
this one here.
Yeah, opening duel. Well, and the first kill in the 3v3 over at ramp. That was an important name to take out of the round. And as we just saw, they could have very easily still lost this, you know. If he didn't hit that last shot, didn't get his second kill on time as well. Bit did a good job of throwing that flash. He actually had to, like, jut out a little bit.
Yeah.
You saw the lip of that wall. It would have bounced the flash the other direction. But even with Bit being that careful, Foozy was too sharp.
All right, that's a nice individual moment for Foozy to kind of, especially after getting wrecked by Simple with the AK that one round.
Yeah.
You know, you're off to an 0-4 start.
Yeah.
Oh, is it gonna be? And then
I think one of the worst things for confidence is when you make the risk of doing a repeak, that it gets punished.
Yeah.
You know, if you decide to do it.
especially by the guy that soon you'll have to op against.
Yeah.
But it's not simple with an op this round. As Ninjas look for that tied 3-3 score, it's the AK and Scout they'll have to go up against. And Simple, good gap through Mini. Ooh, but he loses his duel. Plopsky's going to drop him. Boomich very quickly reacquiring the gun. And now we get the Scout outdoors on Perfecto, almost caught out by Hampus.
Yeah, it might have been spotted.
So close.
But now that they've kind of scouted, and I guess looked around outside, they don't see Hampus there. Hampus still in secret. They can kind of take some space. Ooh, Rez gets dumpstered inside ramp for the second round.
Plopsky's playing around with vents. Oh, okay. Well, you take what you can get. That ooh. I'm requesting a replay on that one. That's just one of those satisfying kills. Feels like the last bullet's a fadeaway. Upshots missed by Fuzi, but everybody's burning. Down to the final line. Bit to a crisp. And Boomich finished by Hampus. Electronic finds an AK-47. Just go for the save, my dude. Or no.
He's got a plant.
He's got a plant. There's nobody on this A site. Don't go for the save. Save the day instead,
He
perhaps.
can't believe it. But he still can get the plant off, no problem.
Oh, you don't give electronic situations like this.
Uh-oh.
You don't give him the room to work with.
They're coming heaven.
He just needs to turn around or at least push forward.
Oh, he got in front of the site.
Oh, it's working.
They're giving him a lot of space, a lot of respect. Hampus can still trade this. He doesn't seem totally aware of potential. Okay.
Now he's
I think
locked in.
Hampus been spotted.
Oh,
my God.
he's got the second.
Hampus missed.
He knows. Plopsky's
Oh,
got the headshot. Luckily for Ninjas. Do not give electronic that much space.
He said, F it, wide swing, and went for it. Almost. Nice try. That would have been a clip. They didn't play that 3v1 very well.
This one here.
So, yeah, that was nice. They didn't play that 3v1 very well.
No.
In the 2v1, you kind of have a bit of an excuse. But in the 3v1, there was nobody that could have refragged there from the third and second kill. So, bit of a mistake. You know, either you rush him while he's putting the bomb down, or you wait for the homies.
That's what I thought was a little curious. Like, nobody near enough to the A site to stop that. But, you know, it's a big map, Nuke.
Enormous.
Everybody's out there roaming. Square
Imagine if they took
footage.
the fences down.
Wow. I think you have to fence radioactive water. I feel like there's got to be a safety rule somewhere. But I don't know the safety rule when it comes to lighting things on fire. Navi wait that out. Cross over towards Secret. Now 3 players down here. We haven't seen them get this far in this type of a play.
Yeah. Some have done pretty well with their economy, I feel like, to put together some of these buys. Slightly low on utility, but 4 AKs. Hampus, he's been pretty consistent so far. Oh, no spot one, but he gets away. That's the most important part, really. Things become quite drastic if you die in that position. And this will allow Navi to consider taking upstairs as well. They can go up through the vent if they want to. But it's a real guessing game for NIP. And for the meantime, 2 players have been called down.
Hampus little jump there, huh? Trying to take attention. Rez silently slices through electronics. Simple the next to fall. That's 2. Boomich though, Mac 10 pushing forward. And Rez again with the multi-kills. But Perfecto plants that bomb kind of on his own. He's very much sandwiched. Rez on for the ace.
Wow.
4 frags in this one, but Bit has this element of surprise. This very sketchy move as he comes back around the decon, being held by Plopsky. So many people still alive, but this was a 10-second stick.
Ooh.
And had he managed to get by that doorway, Esatag is doomed. Regardless, 4 rounds for the Ninjas, 4 frags for Rez.
Yeah, you brought it up. You know, the USP kills early on, the first 3 frags for the team. And we see with a little bit of space, he's really comfortable. You know, Rez might not be the ultra superstar who's got like mega awareness in every single situation, but if you do give him a little bit of space, he's got great aim and he makes solid plays overall. And that's a great example of when he's going to shine the most. Little headshot angle peak, but he's relatively expectant of it.
Sure.
You know, you give him odds.
Yeah. Little little
Yeah, exactly. He's got the moves. So NIP pull away a little bit. And Navi don't appear to be too scary to them. I think the fear factor is relevant, but again, another buy. Again, I think economically, I feel like Navi have done a great job of having a chance in almost every single round.
Especially because of the electronic 1v3 attempt.
Right.
You know, that's the 3 consistent bomb plants. Not to mention he gets 2 kills off of that, so it kind of keeps things nice and even.
Yeah.
That was a moment for Ninjas to pull ahead, but they're not going to get that just yet. 4 rounds of loss bonus means we find Navi back in with a bye. Now they used that wall of smokes outer last round to get down into secret. Hampus, he is within the smokes. A true ninja.
Wow.
He'll do this.
Yeah, this can be really risky. Obviously, if you come up to the right side of smoke, the T's will come and wait for you. Oh, Hampus does find a small timing, but now he's left out in the open.
Yeah.
He's being clamped down upon from 2 positions, and I think he understands the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
They can let him survive. He can't really escape, so now they'll approach with the Molotov. A perfect move from Navi, exposing the weakness of that position, and still keeping focus on outside from other angles.
And on top of that, getting a player downstairs all the while. So not only are you dealing with the opening move from Ninjas, but you still get to commit to your own.
They wanted to help him, but they didn't know how. If they had someone in secret, it might have been better.
Oh,
Good thing he jumped.
that tends to be Hampus when it comes to the Ninja's secret player pushing from B. It can't be everywhere. Electronic could find Rez or vice versa, and that would have been a critical chance to take back man advantage. Now Electronic does get the back of Rez. It just silently worked up towards Mini, thinking outdoors had been left. So I do feel like that's really the, you know, the second layer to finding Hampus outside. But we get this burst down to the B site. Quick redirection from Boomich. Simple still sitting in hut, but the bomb's downstairs, and the Ninja's nowhere to be found. Simple is powering up. Headshot, a headshot.
Damn.
A headshot.
He's not even bothering with the op right now. He's schooling him. Honestly, did you notice he felt like he was going for a lot of taps early on? Just like a ton of taps.
He wants to play hard mode today.
Wants to make a statement. So the BRs don't hue, as he said. I love that to be. This was nice, right?
It should be.
Oh.
Yeah. One more. Oh, give it.
Oh. Wow. That's his power. And that 3v5 situation was already bad enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rotations are not great. Hampus. Now, when you sit inside of a smoke like that, you don't have any awareness of what's going on around you besides the audio cues. If people are walking, you know, what vision they have. Also, when you come out of that smoke or when it dissipates, sometimes it's not a better spot just because you waited out some time. So it can get really risky, especially in that smoke that will consistently get spammed.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if Hampus got flashed and moved into that or if he had another play in mind, but we saw what he was left with after the smoke came up, and it wasn't much.
Kscreato made very uncomfortable there. He's got to crawl back, and that variation that you mentioned, right? Somebody coming up from secret, sure enough, is being used. Hampus with just the deagle, because this is not the full-fledged gun rounds. This was a chance for Kscreato to swing that op at the start of it. But as mentioned, right, the pressure, the utility, he had to forego mini control.
Mm-hmm. Ramp is the apple of their eye. Go ahead and scoop that up. Rotation's a lot more difficult on these pistoling rounds. But the stacks can work. So we'll see. They won't be able to get through ramp, but they can get down the vents if they'd like to. But this is the idea with the ramp presence. They know that no one's here. CTs are guessing. They lose a rotation spot. Now they're paranoid. Navi trying to stiffen this snack out if possible. I guess Electronic's just going to join in with the split now.
Hampus, awkward one. Oh, hey there. Didn't expect that whatsoever. But the problem of not having any ramp control, you don't even get that Hail Mary of a deagle play that Hampus could have offered. So silver lining, Kscreato and Fuzi can move these guns forward.
Yeah.
Maybe the pistols deal some damage to Navi. You know, we were mentioning that some of these rounds were kept close, but Cash will stack if all 5 survive. It feels like Ninjas are okay with that. So Navi back to the lead.
Okay. When's the Navi upper hit coming?
Right, the fast one.
We're waiting for it.
Okay.
They hang it over your head. They never do it right away.
Yeah, like a guillotine.
They let it wait.
You know, and then once your face is, they still feed you.
Yeah.
They hang out with you and they talk with you.
And they just jump out and cut the rope.
Yeah. Brutal. I'm gonna say not next round.
Not next round,
but the one after.
It could. Yeah, it could be.
You think it's next round?
I'm gonna say next round.
All right.
I'm gonna say next round. They're gonna drop it.
Okay.
They know that ninjas are low, so of course it's a round where anything can work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to save that for a real good round, but
also kind of getting through what was this this little ninja CT side as well. Sometimes rushes look desperate. This one would be about dominance.
Yeah.
It's a power thing.
All these statements. More smokes outside. Gonna work off electronic once again.
Ooh, bit already outwards. Oh, there it is.
Real sneaky about it. Besides his dumpy hitting the floor.
Just enough for ninjas to have to question what the hell is going on. Be a big moment for kscreato here. 3 bodies coming towards him. First one made easy. And it's simple. Somebody who I feel like is definitely powering up these last couple rounds. Ever since that AK-3K coming out from hut.
This is weird. They actually have, 2 players split in lobby, but one of them has the bomb. 2 players are already downstairs. So this looks like a really decent spot for ninjas, but it's more complicated than they realize, and I'm not sure how much information they have for sure. They saw the smokes outside on the cross. They heard Bit drop the vent.
What's the best move now to get that bomb on site?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to just get downstairs to meet up. I don't know.
Nice smoke. Gonna try to go down vent. It's a roof to vent smoke with a molly just to make sure nobody's on hut. So the utility worked perfectly. Well, that was wonderful. Nice solution to what was very, very much a problem. And now Perfecto can go for the lurk, make sure nobody chases downwards. It's going to be foozzy to attempt that, but he dies out.
Damn.
Oof, just a clean salute. That
was great.
That was clean CS.
Yeah.
Now it's just a matter of hanging on.
They were a touch uncomfortable because they saw the op and ramp and they had the intention of taking over ramp.
Yep.
But they couldn't get the other guys back upstairs. They could have maybe gone up through vent if they wanted to, but they knew downstairs was clean, so. All right.
And they had the utility.
They worked it out.
And the protocol.
They make it look like math. They're actually, they move so well as a unit.
Yeah, but math's not real, so you'll need a different analogy. 4 up for the CT side. A couple robbed AK-47s. That ain't half bad. Good chance to kick back up the dust, but being left in the dust here in this one. Navi 6-4.
Is kscreato going to keep opping? Because he's had for 3 rounds now.
Yeah.
foozzy was on a FAMAS. They could switch it up whenever they'd like to. He was a little bit off, a little bit on. Had a great round, though. I feel like it's not grounds for a mid-game switch. It wasn't too bad.
There it is. All is returned to normal. foozzy back on the green.
Nice.
And Ninjas back on the buy. I said A hit this time. We get that same utility usage on vent. I do feel like that's going to be hot off their minds now. Like the ninjas just lost a round to that little vent execute.
Yeah, they're ready. No lurkers on this round.
Boomich pushing through. There's the flash to work with. Simple setting him up. Boomich with the double. Nicely done trying to attack into this, but we've got foozzy in the heavens. Ooh. And this is one of those positions where he just seems to piece together every angle.
This is a class position where you might vent sneak. They don't know if anyone's down there, and they put the bomb down right away. Well, they've got some space, but they probably want to take back hut or something. So Bit will get inside. And Electronic looking for a new home. Awkward. foozzy comes out early.
Another one, and Rez up on the rafters with the retake.
Great round from foozzy.
That's it. That's definitely his name stamped on it. The 2 shots as they came in, falls back, underhands the smoke on the paint can, returns to the action as we saw Navi try to get themselves off site.
I wonder, did they kill Hampus? Let's see. He would have been outside, so they might have been worried about Hampus being in the vent.
That would make sense.
On a rotation upstairs and didn't want to drop, but that's like a normal spot where you just sneak down real quick. This is great, though. I mean, he wasn't even too timid in that earlier portion, and they organized so quickly with the paint can smoke that he could take that first peek and feel good about it. Oh, there's an earthquake going on in the NAVI office.
Ooh, electronic. I thought he was going to run down secret, but this is looking like a garage wrap. There's a player in here. Happis, a new position.
Nice read.
Not on stairs, not in smoke, but deep inside of the garage to get the 5v4. With 2 players over towards ramp, there'll be a comfortable rotation downwards.
I don't know who does that the most, but we saw G2 do that with niko off the corner of the last smoke before secret. Seems like they tried to use electronic in the same way.
Just try to cheese a different route.
Yeah. Well, the idea is if he does that, then they just don't think that the other T's are even outside. They think that everyone's back in the lobby ready to take ramp once again.
Ooh, Rez pressured position. They're coming for him, and boomich is going to find it. Back-to-back rounds where he's clearing people off of bomb sites. Even finding the plant. Now, still, substantial damage. So you think he'd just try to hide and get this one over the line with the rest of his teammates all around him. Hampus starts to walk out from ramp. Essetag, he's got Plopsky not too far behind, but there is a bit of disjointedness here between both sides of this CT retake. It's 2 on each end of this. Plopsky able to trade 1, but the numbers starting to be calculated here for Navi. We've got Fuzi desperately jumping down onto the bomb. Just stray shots through the doorway to warn him what's to come, and boomich dies as he opens it. Hampus can't find any footing in this retake, and Navi, despite the 4v5,
Dude,
get through.
they were like a porcupine in that retake. They all had positions. You couldn't see anybody, but there was literally 3 people ready to 3 people ready to triple peek secret if they decided to come that route. And basically every spot could have won a post plant on its own as well, you know, from the vent, control stairs, decon, whatever it was. And yeah, Navi or Nip were going ahead with that retake. Hampus was halfway through the site, didn't see a soul.
Nobody.
Meanwhile, all the T's were actually all in great spots to defend.
Very quickly, how is that like a porcupine?
Because they were defensive,
Okay.
but they were ready.
All right.
Like
a porcupine.
yeah,
Sure.
They had the spines out.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I got you. Just here to learn. Back in with the guns. Yeah, not going to do it twice on electronic. Although he'll send some bullets back. Ooh, Simple trying to get himself through mini pretty quickly. Met by Essetag. It's Fuzi downstairs versus electronic. But his smoke will stave it off. It's boomich instead this round. Unlike last, where we have Hampus inside garage, boomich has been able to acquire some space because of this gap left open by the ninjas, and that makes it all the better.
Wow.
Rez sees people at a distance. Now this could create a timing for boomich to come into the A site while backs are still turned. But a player towards vent in Hampus holds the line, goes for the peek out bit, looks to 180, and instead it's electronic with another 1v3 attempt and enough time with bomb to pull this off.
Damn, full credit to Hampus for being aware. I mean, you're sitting opposite vent, you got nothing else to look at, but after Rez dies that quickly on a timing, and it's from elsewhere, and boomich is that quickly, I mean, you know, you wouldn't think that heaven would come on that fast, so that could have been boomich's moment. And no one would have batted an eyelash. Just said, great play, Navi, but instead?
That's a gift. Up close, though. Is it a gift or is it a curse?
Well,
He assumes that nobody else is nearby, and
he wanted to pass it forward,
Plopsky ends him.
you know?
Yes.
It's like, you know, you're in the drive-thru and you buy the person behind you a coffee. Yeah.
It was looking ready for that turnaround on the lobby players, but gets shut out because the individuals are looking decent enough from ninjas. You know,
I think also I want to say Simple is I think he's egoing them a little bit. He's taking some liberties.
Walking
I
through
feel
mini.
like he feels nuts right now, and he's been just like winning rounds, tapping, like swinging out by himself. There, he's like so early inside a mini by himself, and he goes for the duel. He doesn't win it, but I feel like he can get away. He feels like he can get away with a lot right now.
That's a dirty angle.
As Hampus has been, you know,
Very strong.
plus kills outside versus electronic for sure.
You mentioned it too, right? One of the highest rated players of the event coming into it.
Yeah.
We've also got Plopsky at the top of the scoreboard, 12 and 8. Ooh, but Hampus, he's the killer this time. They're hunting this player downstairs.
Wow, what is happening here?
I don't know, dude.
Hampus finds himself in the craziest place. He should be a travel vlogger, I swear.
He's in T-spawn. Uzi's hanging out on secret ledge, and we have the ninjas with an excellent round, albeit inexplicable.
Hampus is so zany.
Yeah, he's a dude. He does things that other people just I feel like don't think of. He's a very unique play style.
Yeah, he's got imagination.
I've heard some very choice words.
He went from there to their spawn.
Right? How?
And this kill, he's killing them coming back up from secret in the middle of the round. Just got to keep your awareness up. You know, NAVI are really hard to read though, huh? They'll like, it's hard to know when bid is going to drop vent. At the same time, they get electronic to go for secret. And they oftentimes have been able to both get both players down in different positions at different timings. Oh, not a bad half for ninjas. And as everyone knows, work's cut out for them when they go up against NAVI CT side. Yeah, no, this is still very solid.
Simple on an op. I feel like we haven't even seen it this half. So,
yeah,
better late than never.
That's true.
But it has to be him and only him, essentially. Unless those deagles pop off, but Boomich gets knocked off. Falls from the silo. Simple maybe going to look for an answer here, but also doesn't want to let his guard down to the possibility of more players outdoors.
Man,
negligible nade.
Shout out to Plopsky too. He's quietly top fragged. I would have guessed that it was going to be either Fuzi, Rez, or Hampus, but no, Plopsky's been managing to find all these kills in the margins.
A welcome sight when it comes to the ninjas formula. Fuzi, he's going to drop Simple. While Perfecto walks around on the rooftops. It's a 3v5 that still needs to be pieced together. Bit's got his hands on an op. Fuzi's just going to tuck behind Little Blue. And Electronic inches closer. Quick snap up, but not fast enough. Maybe Hampus wants to make his move, but there's 20 seconds, so if they get slowed down by S-Tag at all, you'd think that secret peek could really come into fruition. But if he does it too quickly, it'll get caught. Oh, bomb dropped, and Navi nearly stopped. They're going to run into S-Tag, and that'll be the end of their T side. 8 CT round wins for the Ninjas. They pieced it together. Little burst of energy at the end with 4 of the final 5. We'll see you after the break.
Whose face is that? We've got 3 pro faces smushed together in some Frankenstein-esque situation, and you guys are gonna guess piece by piece, from top to bottom, one at a time, whose collection of faces it is. Lasers?
And police.
We know these guys are kind of the top of the line in terms of competitors, so I have high expectations. But whose face is that?
Oh. You can go first. I don't know the bottom one.
And just like that, the confidence is gone. From the top? Incorrect. Incorrect.
Perfecto?
No.
What the hell? Maybe it's Georgian hair? No? It was
Wrong.
Yeah.
So, face number 3.
What? Canadian.
That is also correct. 2-0. You didn't even know your own teammate, Tessa.
Yeah, I would have guessed it.
I guessed the entire thing.
3 points for me and 0 for you.
Yeah, that's nice for you.
Who has this hair, bro?
Who is this hair? If I give you one clue, it's gonna come down to whoever has faster reactions. And I think that's what the people want, all right?
Okay.
So get ready. Get ready. G2.
Oh, it's I'm a nigga one. I'll take it. Almanac?
Almanac, yeah.
I said Almanac first.
Yeah, but you know, it was a wrong answer. You also said Kenny. There was no buzz in between.
That's how I was trying to check. I was like, did you go with
It gets dirty, man. It's not Almanac.
I'll take it,
man. So let's hear a conflict for the 6-0 sweep, bro.
It's Hunter, right?
Correct.
And then it's Velde.
Boom, 6-0. That's a smoke. Ladies and gentlemen.
No, is it already over?
Sorry, what was that last guess? Was there a buzz in there? Yuurih? Oh, is that a steal?
God,
is that a snipe?
Gajon?
Correct.
K-Jam?
K-Jam.
Oh, I was thinking K-Jam.
Well, thinking a little too long there, Hampus. It is Yuurih. It is. I'm gonna give you that steal just because that was quick, man. Yuurih at the top. Who's in the middle?
Okay, I'm gonna go with device for the eyes.
Also correct. 2-0, sweep it.
And then shocks for the bottom.
3-0 lead for Elige. Damn, I feel dirt. I feel like
that was
I've
kinda dirty.
wronged you.
A 3-0 start for Navi on that T side, but the younger ninjas were the ones that stepped up in the end. Plopsky and Fuzi, top of the scoreboard, Launders, and now the
Scoreboard,
real
hey
word.
there, bud.
Yeah, that there's. You already pointed at the soy sauce stain. Just leave me alone.
Oh, for the rip there, bud.
All I got is 2 10s and a fiber.
I don't have the Navi T-side win percentage across 2020 on hand, but, you know, I feel like this is par for the course. You know, they do pretty good on T-sides. They look really good, but they still don't manage to have, like, dominant T-sides that regularly. But even that aside, I mean, NIP pulling out 8, that's pretty impressive considering they don't even have device with them. Let's see if they can make it 9.
Ain't half bad. Brehze opens up towards the A site. Simple's back site. He could be the one-man army. There's 2 headshots for him already. Looking for a little bit more. Bit looks to join him through the lobby. Rez again needs an ace. We've seen pop-off moments from him.
Waited for that one.
He's got a minute, but they have his bomb. You know, it's like when the bigger kids take your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you fight or do you just...
You call bully hunters.
You just and then they don't answer, and you're doomed. So I feel like
man.
even if Simple doesn't have one of the best, you know, sets of aim in the entire damn world, Bit was ready in the corner.
Right. But he does. And Bit was in the corner.
So with the double whammy, it is a Navi 8th round win. So tied up, Simple backside.
Did he even reload? No, okay. Wow. Overflowing with confidence. We know what the deal is. Let's gear up for the second half. It was a nice tactic, though. They did a lot with that pistol. I felt like a really full buy with the utility and everything like that. Thought that res explode in the mix.
There was a plan. They had an idea.
Yeah.
And now they dropped down vent.
I don't think they...
Cheeky.
I don't know if this was heard. Oh my god, electronic.
Dude, hello? Oh my god.
Yeah, that wasn't even calmed there. I think Asatag snuck down.
All right, well, the pace of which they're hitting with this,
Let's go.
not to mention the A4 picked up. Hampus almost able to get the better of Simple. Yeah, I feel like Hampus didn't let go of the W key. Boomage.
What?
Oy, oy.
Hiko?
Whips it into Fuzi. A 3v3, Navi definitely can still recover from this, but just a shocking pace to this one finds Navi a little drowsy at the wheel. Boomich with the drive-by into Esatag. It's gonna need to be Rez. He's got armor, an M4, and a bomb beyond the halfway point. He lost his teammate, goes for the peak. Now it's just down to Perfecto. He runs through the Molotov, 19 health. And this position is so good because even though Perfecto comes hunting, he doesn't know how the hell Rez just disappeared.
Yeah, Rez escapes through the molly. I mean, he doesn't know the molly's landing, but he barely survives it. It's a clutch last kill there from Rez. And NIP steal one away. What an exciting second round of the second half. I mean, this call, first of all, they execute everything so fluidly. They get down the vent. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That was exactly on his head. And they almost bring this back, but electronic. I mean, he relies in that position that early into the round on some communication.
Yeah.
They have no clue. They have no clue what's coming.
Well. Ooh, quick one. Lots of bodies running through the squeaky doors. This is just a straight up hit. Hampus will find electronic, but Boomich is deagle. 2 kills.
Who is this?
After the open, already up to 3. It's a one-man army in the form of Boomich. And A site is closed.
Man, I think they even heard Hampus rocking it back around through the lobby. And Simple's in a completely unexpected position.
Boomich rocks their world.
What is Boomich on right now?
Oh!
What?
No.
Oh, that was from heaven. Oh my god. Oh my god!
This is Navi. Only Navi.
Oh, it's crazy.
There's just what a world we live in. What
I love
a
the
world.
I love the call. I love the like hit upstairs fast. Looked like it was gonna work. Boomich doesn't even reload here. Said hell
kills
no.
from Boomich.
Last bullet on his third.
This.
No.
Look at that.
That's a still that will last years. Electronics purse lips.
I love Navi.
That's going in the folder.
Wow.
Fun match.
Who even goes for that? Who even tries that?
Yeah.
Point me in the direction of another player that's attempted this. Oh.
Okay. So, Ninjas now feel like, okay, maybe we have to calm it down a tiny bit, but they still only have a half buy. Well, that's a force, but it's pretty thrifty.
Ramp is free, so take what you can get. It feels like Navi understand. Like, maybe we're letting Ninjas, you know, bleed a few too many round wins. Let's.
So I don't know what the idea is going to be here, but with no utility, they have to rush down some part of map control. Okay, if Rez can, you know, get a kill upstairs, then maybe people get scared, but we'll see. He's making some progress. He actually found a small gap. Oh, he'll get peeked now. They see him upstairs. Let's see if Simple moves. No, he's going to stay posted.
Sprays him down. All headshots.
Wow.
Every single one of the 4.
Okay.
Clean as can be, but no ace. Rez is like, if I can't get them, neither can you. Shuts it down at the final hurdle. Good deagle damage, but didn't expect Electronic to be there. It's double digits for Navi. First, 10-9 lead.
Yeah. First thing on the menu is get control of control side, because as soon as you get down the stairs, you can spot the vents if they start to come out, and you can make sure no one opens the door when you go to get the bomb down. So Simple's just like, I'm just going to hold this one position.
Wow.
I mean, that is just ultra long range. That's like a DayZ shot right there. What is that? Just ghosts. Like, literally nothing you can do.
I really want to know what the team speak sounded like on the Ninjas camp when that happened.
I bet it was dead silent, knowing Sweets.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Or Hampus just jollily being like, wow, what a shot.
Can't believe this, bro.
I felt like he was sitting beside me.
Just the Glocks getting rocked outside. Nothing here. I mean, the ramifications of that round where Boomich gets the 3K, Bit gets whatever we call that, and then Simple finds a knife. You know, very clean shutdown in the follow-up and an easy anti-eco to follow suit with lots of bodies standing for Navi. So now, you know, that perilous task of a T-side versus Navi on nuke, it's really starting to sink. Oh!
Okay, he's okay. He's sitting behind. Dude, maps are getting way harder these days.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can't even sit behind things now.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
you can actually, now people used to sit up there and spam down. Okay.
Yeah.
But now they're shooting
Yeah, now
back
they're
in
shooting up,
2022.
Yeah. CS is evolving. Frag grenade meant to go through Squeaky, but instead it's Rez to bust out that smoke. Nice, clean AK headshots, making the most of the T-side rifle.
Oh, they have the sight. They're losing players.
But Simple still finds Hampus on the fadeaway.
Awesome.
Everybody here for Navi just kind of stuck outside the building.
Good util damage.
Uzi's planting bombs as the fire burns off. Frag falls down, and Bit gets hit far worse by the frag that flies in return. What's the utility like for the retake? Incendiary for the vent. Doesn't burn anybody out of position. Smoke still from heaven with a flash to boot. And for the T side, well, it's going to be guns up and ready. More clean kills coming out from them. This A hit worked out wonderfully. They were able to make it piece together quick. And sure enough, the Ninjas answer.
Yeah, wonderfully done off the squeaky bust. And yeah, they go real quick. It feels like this T side is just made up of a bunch of fast rounds. You got one slow-paced one and that previous force-up, but apart from that, it's been fast outside to lower, fast upstairs 2 times now, and they're not scared of boomich. Opening goes right into him. Beautiful entry from Brehze. And he's teaming too. Like, he's definitely on form at the moment, but not everything else is working out. But hey, 10 rounds, another buy. They'll have to try to chew through the remaining money for NAVI, but they'll still be quite pleased about that. I'm so curious what NIP are going to try this time.
It's good to see them answer pretty quick.
Oh, that's a huge spot. Silent Simple is just all right.
Falls out. Electronic pushes.
He knows you hate that spot, so he just gets out of there.
Yeah, I do. It's true. It's okay if you play off the blue box, though. Hampus is no cat, and I feel like he's got less than 9 lives.
Yeah.
He's already had 2 brushes with death. Third one's gonna be his demise.
See, this is the kind of support Hampus kind of needed in this position, but now...
Missed shot.
Actually, yeah, Hampus removes the defender, so Electronic is really out on his own, but Hampus will forget about him.
Yeah.
And that's just 2 chances to win outside, so they get back off this. A minute is crossed, and now if Ninjas want to take it back outside, that's going to be a whole new round. So this helps out the CT side a lot. I would probably, even though it's 4v4, I'd probably rather be them. Usually, you'd prefer being the T side in most 4v4 situations, but only by a bit.
Just 3 players hard on the A site. I'm just curious to see if Bit sticks around much. Flashes over top of him, 30 seconds. He will take 1.
Oh, he's going to get out too.
Yeah, that's a great escape for Bit. And a tough position now for the Ninjas, but they do clear Bit and confirm Electronic's back sight. Still, how do you get him out? Especially with boomich offering good cover. Brehze, your chance to clutch, but there's a player breathing down his neck in Perfecto. Brehze trying to fight the 2 that he knows about, and Electronic's going to keep that one clean. Shut down on that rotation. Nicely done by Bit to escape.
So even though they didn't use outside, they were really comfortable with the fast vent rotates and knew that it was going to be downstairs off that hit, and were able to get Electronic into the back of the site just as Bit is rotating down. This is excellent support, and we see the worst case situation. That Bit goes down without getting his kill, but Electronic is right behind him in another OP spot on the site. And then look who's next, boomich, also in the doorway. So really good team support there from all the members of NAVI. Not another fast one. Hampus the only gun for a nuke.
Bet you he clears the corner. No. No smoke. Obviously, nobody crosses. Keeps it cold-blooded. Boomich a bit more docile. 1 flash on Esatag. That's all the Ninjas really have. They're going to be peeking into a predicted angle.
Upstairs is now, I guess, a little bit understaffed. Many hits coming in. Electronics down.
And Simple just fell off of heaven. What the? Boomich gets caught off guard, but Simple's here to stop it. That's 2 frags versus the pistol players. What about that AK on Esatag? The bomb carrier. The guy who's 5 and 16, dare I say it. Simple fakes the ladder. The off chance that somebody else had pushed close.
Yeah, and they are going to approach him from the lower side.
Yeah, Esatag with the bomb. The bomb is on that back, and the last bullet needed to finish that frag. 16 HP for Simple is what makes a world of difference. It really now falls onto the shoulders of Plopsky to come pick this bad boy up.
That was a bit of an outplay. I think Esatag saw an opportunity, and he did clear it, but he half cleared it. So I didn't really believe he flicked and flicked back.
Oh,
off the ladder.
That's a wrench in the works. Plopsky! Last second sign of life looks to give cover. It needs to be Bit. Molotov goes up. Now he's got this fight isolated versus Fuzi in the site. Get it while you can, because you know that Plopsky's coming through that peak, and it's predicted by Bit. Now it's just Fuzi up close. Bit's got it. And Navi, they'll take that 13th,
Dude,
but just damn, Plopsky, what a try.
Yeah, that was so nice. It's so hard, obviously, to, you know, get your crosshair back in the right spot, coming up the ladder. Of course, he does that off of the ladder entirely, but he's so close to his opponents. No question that he gets the kill, but that's still ridiculous. Really well done. And the second kill just to, you know, stay focused and make sure. And again, plotzzz's having a pretty great game. This is also a beautiful 1v2 from Bit. Like, look how he just figures out that for sure it's going to be the left side without over-facing. And footzz senses the opportunity. And at first, footzz was the first threat. But after that amount of time, dealt with heaven right away. Insane stuff. Hard to play against on multiple levels. Oof, that was a close one. They almost brought that same X factor that NAVI bringing to them.
Yep.
And nearly recovered.
Would have been a great round to pull that off as well, to keep things 12-11.
Yeah.
Give yourself a bit of cash. But
so far, only 2 rounds in the half for NIP. See what they can do. Again, better buy, at least to follow up. Outside control again. Hampus will go fast. Extremely fast. And there was enough noise, you know, maybe they won't be clear about how quickly he's getting down here, but how much space does he want to take exactly? Oh, he said, hey, come follow me.
yeah, come on down. Come down the rabbit hole.
Wow, 2 go down the vent, holding in this position. How do they reclaim?
Simple pushes forward. He's 25 and 15, so definitely putting a gap between him and the rest of the server, but Hampus, so speedy, so slick on that Mach 10 as kscreato. There's a chance for him to get impact. Bursts up onto the A site, could definitely call the bomb along with him, and sure enough, that is the, you know, recipe for success.
I like this new nip.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's fresh. I mean, they're keeping it, they're making the pace is so high.
It's just so difficult to, like, get behind it because you think to yourself, this should have had device. You know, and to me, that's like, that just, it amplifies the skill ceiling that you would have had in terms of expectations. But let's say device doesn't exist, or device is, you know, only Danish, won't go anywhere. This is a cool lineup.
Yeah.
And then I'm right there with you. It's a fun project, especially when you think about like this rotating door of young ninjas that have come through the team. ZTR, LNZ, PHZY.
Yeah, all the acronyms.
All, you know, Scrabble gods.
But footzz wins, right?
Yeah, for sure. Z and Y?
Yeah, P's 3, so. Jeez.
So is H.
Damn.
kscreato stuck behind the vents. Very nicely done. Just a little minute moment.
That's sweet.
For him to stamp his name on a round that the ninjas definitely wanted to walk away with. It's not too late.
I'll see a picture of Hampus and a picture of Art. Wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I would.
What gives it away?
Hampus doesn't smile.
That's cap and you know it.
Yeah, total lie. All right. Things are getting a little sketchy here for NAVI. You've got ninjas closing the distance. You've got ninjas with the better buy. Very little utility here in round 25. And this is your map pick, your nuke. You know, it's one thing to start the year with a little wishy-washy result. But the CT side of nuke is supposed to be the bread and butter. Actually, not even. That's under. That's you know, that's Pilgrim stuff. It's the prime rib. blamef looking for the fight. Close. Yeah, go digging. Oh man, he changes position. Hey. Just escapes.
All the damage matters.
blamef looking for a little bit more. Flash. That's when he finds one. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Did a pretty good job with that spray blind. Oh, okay. More wall bangs.
Finishes off as, honestly, as much stuff as kscreato survived that round, he kind of had that coming.
Yeah.
blamef deserved it. Not saying kscreato deserved it, but blamef did.
Yeah, he earned it.
Hampus looking for some contact outdoors, but it's very passive from electronic, and this is certainly going to be heard. So, red flag on the play.
It is a big tip this late in the round in terms of intentions. Won't feel like a fake for sure. A bit knows that he's got Hampus coming his way soon, but he can handle his business. This guy doesn't need a babysitter.
No. Easy peasy pickups. 5 standing here for NAVI. So a very quick response to get right back on course, as if that last round never happened.
Yeah. Boomich is on one right now. This blind spray is so solid. I mean, even if I can see everything, I can't spray like that with a promise, so. Solid stuff throughout. You know, not going to be a surprise to most. They're slightly falling behind on the trades, you know, losing some of the craziest rounds. This is all par for the course, but still a very exciting map. Take some time to think. We've thrown out a lot of set stuff. One real default round. So I personally think it's a great way to snowball and scare your opponents. You get away with a lot of fast rounds right away, but when you fall back on the defaults, it kind of feels like it's like hard to get behind. You're like, oh man, now we got to go back to working hard for these rounds. But, well, look at the fast cross again. Hemp is going through with this. Doesn't mean they have to commit really fast behind this now. But, man, the rotations from Navi have been so strong this game on CT side. So quick, so appropriate, and never, you know, too much. And I think that's been a real problem. But Hampus's job clearly here was just to get them to rotate at all.
Meanwhile, Electronic's job, hold the line. Gets one, goes back at it. Good flash assist here from Perfecto, who then goes to bat and looks to drop more bodies. The collection of players from the Ninjas that tried to push through Squeaky all just got slaughtered. They find zero footing. Nobody gets down vent. Nobody's able to push, and it's a 15th secured for the Navi side.
I try to keep it super simple. Just get someone's attention inside lower, get them to rotate down, and then Hampus is going to, you know, come up. It's not anything special, but it is something that can work for sure. It does come down to the entries, of course, and Electronic really did a good job of holding his own inside of Mini this entire time. It was probably the key piece of the round for stopping that upper contact. And now it's 15-11, and there's not a single rifle in play for Ninjas. They're going with, wow, only pistols and all utility. It's ambitious. It's noble. I like it.
It's big brain plays. See if it pays off for them. All right, it's been a solid showing from Ninjas in Pajamas. Woo. Brehze, his sixth sense.
Sometimes you don't want to take too much time.
Electronic's able to stop him, and then nope, doesn't get away. Hap is finding him just through the end of the smoke, and Ramp is given back over. Simple's going to be challenged here, but I think he likes the challenge. Goes back with the deagle for damage.
Okay.
That's an op now in the hands of Fuzi, and you know what? We've seen a flash in the pan in terms of the Fuzi highlights. If anybody's got a gun, let's see it. Esatag, the bomb carrier, going to have to try and set him up. And we've got a bit of separation here between the CTs with Bit pushed up into the trophy room. Hampus has to be aware of corners. Comes around, does half of the damage, but can't push it over the line. And Fuzi's got a shark down beneath him. Perfecto, perfect position. And now Fuzi's just lost in the sauce as Navi give him 16. A win on Nuke, as it should be for the Navi side. #1 team in the world, one of their best maps, and a half that they dominate. Only needing to win one of those CT round wins by way of retake.
Yeah.
And that's Bit's clutch in the